Alright guys, let's make this short and sweet. It's 1:30 in the morning. I just got home from watching this card, so we'll quickly go over it in case you missed any of these fights. And I'm your method of going over this for some reason. Quillen Sal killed, just an overhand right in round one, early stoppage, but from the ref's perspective, Jubilee, the way he fell, I would have thought he was out cold if I was looking at it the wrong way. But like the way he fell, dude, he just went completely limp, like a sack of potatoes, and went out. But he was fighting his way back when the bout got called. But yeah, I kind of get it. Jonathan Mikhailov, I picked I picked Quillen Southkill, by the way, but I picked him by sub in round three, not this. I picked Kevin Jusay via round one knockout, I believe, but Jonathan McKelf, however you say his name, he actually he just looked like a much better striker than the minimal footage I saw from the regional scene. He was very good at the body. He was ripping body kicks. The body kicks were doing a number on Jusay. He knocked him down, I think, once. I believe it was a knockdown. If I could see, yeah, there was a knockdown, and he just looked cleaner on the feet, and that's saying something because it was against Kevin Jusay, who's still not bad. Like Kevin Jusay didn't look the best, but is that also just Jonathan McKelf making Kevin Jusay look worse than he is, just because Jonathan's just that much better, just that good? But anyway, good win from Jonathan McKelf. It was a good fight too. It wasn't that boring with the knockdown, good strikes. Overall, good fight. This Rongju versus Cody Steele potential fight of the year candidate. I'm not gonna say it is yet, but dude, round one, Cody Steele looked pretty good until Rongju rocked him late in round one. I think that was round one when he knocked him down, right? Yeah, late in round one. Round two again, just launching hooks at each other. And anytime Cody Steele got this fight to the ground, Rongju did very good scrambling back to the top and standing up. Round three again, just landing hooks, rocking each other. They did like a Holloway thing at Holloway Gaethje at the end, where they just stood and banged hooks at each other. Just great fight overall. Rongju got the 30-27 decision, I believe, on all three scorecards. But yeah, congrats to Rongju. Amazing fight, potential early fight of the year candidate. Moving on from the early prelims to the prelims, Colby Thickness versus Alexandre Taporia. I picked Cody Steele, by the way. I picked Colby Thickness, but Taporia just masterclass on him on the feet. Wasn't the most action-packed fight, but they were both just picking their shots, and I believe Taporia just picked the slightly better shots. Was able to fend off the takedowns of Colby Thickness and able to always get to the back. Every time he stuffed a takedown of Colby Thickness, he sprawled it, got to the back. Now, he didn't always take the back, but just being in that position is very good. It's a very good look on the judges, and he was able to exploit that. Now, I'm not going to say exploit that because he was just good at it, so he's going to do it. But Taporia looked very good, very technical striker, even more technical than Ilya in my opinion, and that's very hard to do. But yeah, he didn't knock down Colby Thickness, I don't think, but he did rock him. What did he rock him with? I forgot what he rocked him with, but I do remember him rocking Colby Thickness. Overall, just great fight by Taporia. Colby Thickness looked like good too, but he's got to fight some can to move on to bigger and better matchups. Taporia, because of his name value, is probably going to get a pretty decent matchup. Probably get a main card spot of a fight night next. And yeah, moving on, Wang Kong versus Bruno Brazil. Bruno Brazil just like didn't throw strikes. It felt like the entire fight she wanted to throw strikes and just didn't. That's all I can really say about this. Wang Kong just complete masterclass with the leg kicks. Like, I think if I could significant strikes by target. Yeah, bro, the Wang Kong leg kicks, bro. They were just fucking inside leg kick, outside leg kick. Just kept hitting Bruno Brazil off balance. And I mean, she threw other strikes too, but dude, the leg kicks were the big part of it. And yeah, Bruno Brazil just didn't throw anything, I felt like. Moving on, Tom Nolan versus Vyacheslav Borishev. Tom Nolan just has that fucking dog in him, I guess. Vyacheslav Borishev, I thought he was going to come in and ransack Tom Nolan, but nah. Tom Nolan has a better chin on him, pushed a better pace, like pushed a faster pace than Borishev, which I didn't even know was possible. because Borishev already pushes a high pace. And yeah, it was just a good fight overall. This was another it was just a solid fight. No knockdowns, no like nobody really got rocked that bad, but Tom Nolan had a couple sub attempts. The fight ended with Borishev on a heel hook that was never really gonna be in. Tom Nolan just looked a lot better than he previously has. Borishev looked about how I expected him to look, but I just didn't expect Tom Nolan to show up the way he did. So props to him. And yeah, good fight between these two. Just a solid, entertaining fight. Moving on to the feature prelim fight, we have Jack Jenkins versus Gabriel Santos. Round one, Jack Jenkins kept it on the feet, looked pretty good. It was a pretty even fight. Then he lands a head kick and ground and pounds Gabriel Santos, but Gabriel Santos able to get his guard, to get his wits about him on the bottom. Eventually reverses it and gets on top, but he doesn't do much with it, so it was a 10-9 Jack Jenkins. Then in round two, it was all Gabriel Santos just on top of Jenkins, ground and pound, just laying on him, just getting in dominant position on in round two. And round three, Jack Jenkins has his back taken, and in a desperate attempt, because he knows if he stays there, he's going to lose the fight, he leaves his neck open for Gabriel Santos to get the rear naked choke and make Charles Oliveira very happy. So yeah, Gabriel Santos, kind of boring when Gabriel Santos was winning, but at least he got a finish in the end, so there's something to build off of there. But yeah, I thought it was over when Jack Jenkins got that head kick because he started landing some nasty ground and pound. But props to Gabriel Santos for outlasting it. Moving on to the main card, Jake Matthews versus Francisco Prado. Just Jake Matthews outpointing Francisco Prado. That's all I can really say. Take a look at the numbers here by freaking number. Yeah, it literally just outboxed him. It's kind of all he did. That's all I can really say about that fight. Moving on, Jimmy Crute versus Rodolfo Bellato. So Jimmy Crute, round one, gets a takedown. Gets in a dominant position over Rodolfo Bellato. And ground and pound, fucking submission, threats from the back. Then the fight gets stood up. Bellato finds his way to his feet. And Jimmy Crute lands a perfect right hook right past the guard and then on the temple of Bellato. Sends him stumbling. I thought the fight was over. But Jimmy Crute fumbled to ground and pound TKO. And Bellato was able to keep it on the feet for rounds 2 and 3. And it was a 10-8 for Jimmy Crute in the beginning, by the way. But Bellato was just able to keep it on the feet and outpoint Jimmy Crute in rounds 2 and 3. The leg kicks, Jimmy Crute's legs started to hurt again. And Rodolfo Bellato just was able to get a draw by technical striking on the feet, keeping it standing. Moving on, Justin Tafa versus Talison Teixeira. Not much happened. Teixeira shot for a takedown, landed a good elbow to the face of Tafa, who then shelled up on the floor. And a couple of punches later, the fight was over. He kind of looked like he protested the stoppage, but when you fall to the ground and shell up like that, you're not getting a lot of time to recover, dude. Like, don't do that if you're going to complain. Moving on, Wei Li versus Tatiana Suarez. Suarez, I knew the ring rust would come into effect. I don't know why she was the favorite. Her only fighting 2 times since 2019 against the champion Wei Li, who is not that active herself, but at least once a year at a minimum gets in the octagon. And yeah, it was just never really close. I mean, round one, I guess Tatiana Suarez was in dominant position, but she didn't really do much with it. And then it got reversed, and Wei Li stole the round by landing round and pound. After that, it was never close. Wei Li just kept it on the feet until she didn't want to. Then she would go to the ground and still be in a dominant position over Suarez. She kept kicking Suarez's legs out from under her. At one point, she landed an overhand flush on the chin that kind of stumbled Tatiana Suarez. It was just an overall domination. If we look at the numbers here, it was just a domination, bro. Suarez landed 3, bro. She landed 12 strikes the entire fight. Or 9 of them were to the legs. 1 punch to the head. That is... Sorry, that's pathetic. If those are the real numbers. Unless they don't have the numbers, if we look at... They might not... Nope, fuck you. Might not have the numbers. I mean... No, they do. That's just such a sorry amount of strikes. But yeah, we'll move on to the main event. Whaley dominant win, but very boring. Moving on, Sean Strickland and Dricus du Plessis. DDP just walked forward, and Strickland had no answer for it. Because Strickland's whole game is to walk forward and pressure, and DDP kind of almost like teeped him away, teeped Strickland away. Just kept getting his legs in between. DDP kept getting his legs in between them, keeping the space, and then blitzing in the second he'd push him away. The second he'd push Strickland away, Strickland would take one step forward. DDP's already sprinting forward with some fucking three hook combo that looks like a Juliana Pena combination. But it works, dude. It's so odd that works, but it does. And props to DDP. Like, Strickland looked like he didn't want to fight, which is weird coming from the guy that always wants to fucking fight. He's literally looking for a fight every 5 seconds. And he just did not look like he wanted to fight. But I get it. The pressure that DDP was applying is fucking nuts, bro. Like, this dude just walks forward like it's nobody's business, and there's nothing you can do about it. It's actually insane. But yeah, bringing in DDP Shamaev next. Oh, all the Sean Strickland's nose fucked up. God, fucked up in round 4. Like, he was kind of running away, but not even out of fear, just out of pure pain. Like, it's actually insane. That nose, I thought they were called the fight looked that bad, but it kind of healed. It's not healed itself, but the blood stopped flowing after like a minute and a half of Strickland just going around the ring or the octagon. But yeah, man. DDP wins via unanimous decision. I did not have a good record on this card. Let's see. I was 0-1, 1-1, 1-2, 1-2-1, 2-2-1, 2-3-1, 2-4-1, 2-5-1, 2-6-1, 2-7-1, 2-8-1. Oh my god. 3-8-1. Oh my god. That is terrible. This is the worst card I've ever picked. Without a doubt, the worst card I have ever picked. 3-8-1. How pathetic! I promise I'll get you guys right for 3-13, or if there's what's 3-13 right now? Fuck that one. Fuck that. Fuck that. I'll get you guys right in this card. I think. Uh, I definitely am picking Marisa Huffy. So at least you have that to look forward to. I'll get that one right, hopefully. But yeah, I overall it's not a bad, terrible card, but it's like a 3.5 out of 10. There's no name value, bro, on fucking 3 Bro, can we hurry up? God, come on. There you go. All right. But yeah, overall, just not an amazing card, bro. Like, pretty boring in my opinion. Not much. Like, it was good fights, but there's just no name value, so I'm not looking on it fondly. It's just because, like, look, like Rong Zhu and Cody Steele put on potential fight of the year, but it's fucking Rong Zhu and Cody Steele, bro. Like when Gaethje Holloway was talked about as being a fight of the year, which it wasn't because it was a blowout. The only reason it got as much talk about it being that is because of the names. Like last year, Rivovich Zellhuber. I mean, it was a good fight, but the name value just wasn't there. Name value matters, man, as much as it shouldn't, but it does. But overall, this fight card, good fights, but no hype for them whatsoever. So it's a 3 out of 5, like 3.5 out of 10. But yeah, I'm just rambling on. It's 1:41. I wanted to go to sleep, so let me get this uploaded. And yeah, I'll probably do a fights to make video tomorrow. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next. Well, where is it? I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.